Matt, victory against Scarborough on the final day, a good omen then for next season?
Absolutely, mate. Obviously, the fixture that we played against these away was a bit of a scrappy one. We ended up getting beat 5-1. It wasn't his best performance. I think today we've shown what we can do. We've come together as a team, and I think we've just put in a great performance there. You know, we've just been speaking about obviously how the pendulum's going to swing. First half it was majority all us. Second half it was a bit more to them. And then Finn comes up with winner with about 5 minutes to go. So yeah, absolutely buzzing with that.
Obviously, you mentioned the defeat earlier in the season. The 21s have seen a really impressive end of season run. What do you put that down to, the main factor for this upturning form?
It's a good question. I think for us, I've worked with Casey for a lot of years now. We've been through club to club, and we've always believed that if you create that right environment within players, they want to play for you and they want to try new things, and they just find themselves really comfortable. So the group that we've got now is an absolute great bunch of guys, to be honest with you. And you know, I've been down to watch a few 23s games where these guys have been called up, yeah, I feel like it's just creating that environment and letting them play their football. And today they've done really well, and they've, as you said, I think we've won the last 7 games now, so we finished on 30 points if the maths are correct. So I was just saying to the boys over there, if we'd maybe had this team at start, who knows where it could have gone, because we're a new team, aren't we?
I know it's difficult with bringing under 19s up with you playing on the same day, but I know Casey's been to a few 19s games, so are some of those players on your radar with the end of the season for them to step up now into 21s?
Absolutely. What I would say is anybody's welcome to come in. I go and watch a lot of like maybe 19s and 23s, as I said, and there's always room. What I will say is we're doing the admin for the team that a lot of our players are still like 17, 18 themselves, which is a massive compliment to them. We're playing in the 23s league, and we've got, for example, there's a few 17s, 16s, maybe even 18s in there as well. So yeah, what I would say is it's open to anybody if we can get them in and see what they're like and go from there.
Yeah, just on that, obviously it is a young squad, so you're going to have a lot of the players there again next season. It's the first season with the 21s, so you've seen that kind of the team bond together throughout the season. So what are you looking for that to continue into next season?
Probably same as how we finished, to be honest with you. I think we finished really, really strong. We all give 100% when we're here. We all listen to instructions. They don't just go off and do what they want to do, and I just think it's just building that confidence between them all, and building towards the future. And I just think that the guys we've got at the moment is just a compliment to them how well they've done, especially the last 7 games. So yeah, definitely be looking to carry on into next season.
We've sat next to each other at 23s games when you've had your notepad out. So pre-season for you, Matt, how does that look in terms of recruitment and building towards next season?
Yeah, I mean, obviously I think me and Jake have had a bit of a chat. We've got quite a few players who are technically registered to play for 21s and 23s, and I think we've actually got in the 60s, 60 players, so that's something we need to look at. Unfortunately, it might be a case of obviously maybe letting some go or even drop down to the 19s if they're eligible. But yeah, going forward, I mean, as I say, compliments them. As coaches, we try and push to go into the 23s. If they're good enough, all we can do is put the names forward. And yeah, I even think there's a few of them that are probably going into the first team, personally.
Just finally, Matt, I suppose the biggest bonus, the biggest positive of the season for you is maybe a player that's not actually here right now, because he's cemented a place in 23s, TJ Congolo. We've seen Keelan also move up there. A positive season for yourself?
Absolutely, and credit to TJ. He's been an absolute boss. We could tell from the first game when me and Casey came in, we played a friendly, and you could tell he was the main man in defence, and we were almost sad to let him go, but happy for him, because that's what it's all about as coaches. We can't be selfish. We've got to push these boys to get the best out of their own abilities, and if that means obviously going to 23s or first team, then that means we've done our job well. So that's exactly what we'll be looking to do. Maybe not all of them, hopefully, because I like this team as we've got. I like the team we've got, but end of the day, as coaches, we can't be selfish.
Top man, Matt. Thank you.
Thank you, buddy.